After failing to stop Allie from going home as instructed, Trish starts her morning by receiving TTSs from a viewer claiming to be a millionaire. For the last handful of days, he has been instructing Trish to do naughty things, like wake up the other fish with a car horn, for content.
They want you guys awake!
Vance hands script revisions to everyone and warns everyone to stay on script today. The script details the scenes for the day, which the fish must stick to. It also blatantly labels Trish and TJ as one alliance and Shinji and Taylor as the other. Throughout the day, the fish move through a complicated list of required scenes. Taylor and Shinji make brunch on script, but Trish throws a cigarette into the pot to mess with them. Taylor expects a second attack. So when Trish returns to spray Taylor with spray paint from a loot crate, she counters.
So you got a routine for that?
Yo!
Alright, let's go ahead and...
The whole first floor is filled with fumes from the fire extinguisher, banishing everyone to the second floor while the house airs out. The next part of the script calls for the supposed alliances to talk separately. Taylor and Shinji meet in bedroom 3, where Tay says she thinks the alliance between TJ and Trish is a fabrication of the script, whereas their own partnership, not quite an alliance, has been around for some time. Shinji says he trusts nobody, but is in it to eliminate Trash, his nickname for Trish. Tay apologizes for getting him with the extinguisher, and he says it was Kino, and enjoyed how Trish reacted. TJ and Trish are surprised that the script says Shinji and Tay's alliance is official. TJ says it sucks that Tay knows about his alliance. TJ then pees in a bottle, as scripted, then sets it aside to use it as a weapon. It goes missing shortly after. Vance talks to Trish separately and says her mission is to derail the script. The next scene is a welcome party for Chris with snacks. Shinji is scripted to question why his snacks have been stolen. He tries looking for his snacks in Trish's closet.
Don't hurt each other, but...
Yeah. Maybe. What? Fire? Nothing. Is that snack?
Oh, look. I didn't even know that was there. Go take it down. You want a jalapeno? That's a snack.
Vance puts Dunye in charge of producing the script and orders Trish to sit at the bar. She refuses, derailing the script.
This is not the bar. The bar is that way. When Chris Lynch comes, you sit that way.
My favorite line in The Departed is when Leonardo DiCaprio says to Alec Baldwin, "You are not reading from the script."
I'm the bartender. So when you go to the bar, you face that way?
Yeah,
What's up? What's up with that? You want a glass of Josh? You need some Josh?
No, I'm good.
It sounds like it. Damn.
That's what she needs.
She needs some milk therapy.
So anyways...
TJ tries to defend her, and Frank tells him to shut up and calls him a simp. Chris arms an airsoft grenade and threatens the fish to start participating. Frank says if Trish is going to argue with people, she needs to be interesting. Duanya meets with Taylor and Shinji and says he won't let Trish, Frank, or anyone fuck with Taylor. Shinji quotes Frank shouting "do something" at Trish and calls her boring and mean in a meaningless and annoying way. Trish's script says to doodle in her room, so she starts to protect her things, expecting Frank to come for her treasured sketch pad. TJ momentarily defends Trish when Frank appears, but escapes to participate in the scripted construction project downstairs. While Trish and Frank fight, he says she isn't putting in any effort and isn't interesting.
Tell someone else.
Found some snacks for Chris.
Is this what?
Look at this. Yeah, that's your stuff.
It's my stuff. Wow.
Dude,
I got that in my loot crate yesterday.
And that's why you a dumb bitch. That's number one.
Okay, Chris.
You know.
Holly
Stop.
So don't actually don't. Okay.
I think you should just break it.
Not today, ho. Not today, ho.
Damn.
Walking that bitch get critical.
Cool.
The sketch is now destroyed. Trish hides in her room until it's time to gather for Chris's scripted lecture on why black women are better than white women. Frank turns on her again, questioning how valuable her snacks and drawings can be if they are worth risking her position in the show for. Frank says Trish needs her simps on TTS to tell her what to do, and Dunier says Trish has a little green diamond over her head, like a sim. He says she will be the next to go home because she refuses to ring the beef bell. Trish says someone else can ring it, but not her. The fire turns on TJ. Frank questions why he was being creepy during the mommy-baby challenge, where Frank says TJ got a half-chub when Taylor sucked on his nipple. Taylor adds that TJ's behavior made her uncomfortable. She wonders why he isn't fighting back harder, considering Jimmy fought back when he was accused of fucking dogs, even though nobody believed he did. Frank calls him a pervert and says Jimmy was right. The lube cooch allegations are real, and reminds TJ that he almost quit over a TTS referencing horse porn. Denier tells the other fish that this is what Jimmy was talking about when he was shouting, "You guys don't know what I know," during the fight. Frank challenges him to ring the bell, and he refuses, saying Frank is just trying to get in his head. Frank lays into Shinji for not talking, and Shinji says he has trouble jumping into English conversations. Shinji says he wouldn't be afraid to ring the bell like the other two are, and does. At the doghouse, Shinji says Trish stole his food. She just tries to be mean and never entertains. She has no gratitude for the audience and just begs. Trish says he doesn't do anything. Shinji says he does. He rings the bell and actually tries. Mid-challenge, the power goes out, and Shinji loses because he keeps adjusting on the slipping carpet. The judge enters and says everyone on Earth is dead just before the power returns. The next challenge is to collect crickets. Whoever loses replaces Shinji in the doghouse.
Dance and I'll give you your crickets back.
Shinji, you gotta do a dance.
Shinji. Shinji. Shinji.
They're fighting over crickets. Shinji and Real, they're fighting over crickets.
Frank got a new bit. Now he flirts with the black guy. Good boy Frank. Get that Dick Frank good boy finger food. Yum yum.
It's getting real. Philippines
Fuck with
versus
this.
Japan.
I fuck with this.
Frank, you gotta
Yeah, ho. Yeah. Yeah, ho. Get them crickets. Where'd your crickets go, boy?
It's lost.
Where'd your crickets go?
Lost!
They're gone!
That's the one with the glass. Fuck off. Is that pink?
Yeah. It is.
Oh shit.
Taylor reveals she stole TJ's bottle of piss by splashing Frank with it when he bothers her during the challenge. Taylor finds 17 crickets. Frank sentences Oliver and Shinji to the doghouse, regardless of the results of the challenge. The judge states that from here on, urine is against the rules. In Confessional, Trish says she's pretty sure no one at all likes her.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You gotta speak up in here because the mic's busted. What are you even saying? Start over. Start it over. What were you saying? What were you saying? Damn, some real shit? I don't have the stomach for that. Just do it again, though. Louder. I'm gonna go play on my phone.
Okay.
Lock this. Or don't, actually. Start over.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to leave.
I need to hear what it's about.
I'm just. It's basically nothing.
Basically nothing.
Bye.
peace. Okay, I'm gonna walk down the stairs now.
Okay. You're such a liar. I was just talking about today.
What? What happened today? Move this way so the camera can see you better.
I don't want them to see me.
Yeah, well, cry on the camera, okay?
No.
For my show.
No.
Can you cry on camera for my show?
I've already done that.
Okay, do more. Cry and scream. Louder.
This prompts the judge to ask Fatty to investigate if any of the fish are self-harming or feeling mental distress. Taylor says Jet asked her if she is eating and to stop puking for challenges. TJ says it sucks that people think he's a pervert. Trish cries, saying today has been rough and she's missing home. And the audience is pressuring her to be entertaining when she's feeling down. Shinji says he is losing stamina in the game, and Frank and the judge warn him he needs to be more of a piece of shit. Frank coaches him on how to hassle the other contestants by remaining in attack mode and taking nothing personally. In group session, the fish are challenged on their competitive views again. They say they would vote out the fish that has been annoying them in personal disagreements, and the freeloaders point out that the logical choice would be to vote out Shinji because he is the largest threat. The fish are undermined for being boring. Frank asks them what they would have done if he and the other freeloaders hadn't been there for the last week. Trish is criticized heavily. Jet asks why Trish feels there's favoritism, and she says she felt that way ever since Ben yelled at her for being boring weeks ago. Frank says she takes things too personally and doesn't do anything at all during the day. They say she spends most of her time guarding her possessions and hiding in bedroom 2. Bedroom 2 is sealed off with wooden boards to force the fish to be in closer contact with each other. TJ is criticized for waffling again. Jet points out it is far too easy to tell him what to think. He says there is nowhere for TJ's hero arc to go now, but 2 weeks left of show. Frank questions him again on why his letterboxd account has an incest tag, and others say if he just owned up to it like Shinji does, it would make him seem like less of a freak. Tay says the allegations are concerning, and says TJ walked away from their alliance when he spent the evening after Jimmy was sent home hanging out in Trish's room. This night seems to have been formative for her strategically, as it cemented Brittany and Trish as her next targets, and Dunyai as her die-hard ally, essentially inheriting him as a manservant from Jimbo. TJ says he wasn't scheming then, it had no meaning for him at all. Trish and TJ are challenged for relying on TTS to do anything. TJ is asked what is the last thing he has done that he wasn't told to do, and he can't name anything. Frank points out he waits 30 minutes for audience encouragement before ever ringing the beef bell. Taylor is told she has no shame and that she has been paranoid in her rejection of TJ. Fatty compares her to Letty when she sprayed the fire extinguisher but complains that she doesn't have the follow-through. The judge asks them why money isn't a motivator. Shinji smashes a pasta tower being used by his opponents in a different challenge, winning money for his team, but everyone questions why he did that but hasn't said a word in group so far. Jet says when Shinji seems angry, he is just acting. The alliances are questioned. Tay says there isn't really one between her and Shinji. They are just coming after Trish, their mutual enemy. Trish questions if she is really in an alliance with TJ because he does not support her. Jet asks the fish if it's this obvious that Shinji will win, that Taylor will come second, Trish will come in third, and TJ last. Should they just give the money to Shinji or let it play out? They agree they want to play it out. After group session, Fatty warns TJ to reject accusations of being called a pervert without leaving room for doubt. He resolves to reply with, "Fuck off," when he is asked about it, and to ignore demands from TTS to use the beef bell when he doesn't want to. He removes the board, sealing bedroom 2 by hand.
You know it's bell time. They licked Frank's food and are being called a pussy. Ring the fucking bell. Do it right now.
It's infuriating me that you have no spine, bro. You gotta learn to tell people to fuck off. Start being mean, TJ. Next time Frank tries too big, dog, you whip out your dick and piss in his face. He will immediately orgasm and become incapacitated.